Today I'm going to be doing a really fun video, and it's a session that I would do a lot in my sort of daily or weekly coaching, and it's taking a beginner through their very first session, which is always a lot of fun. I mean, what an exciting time in your golf, and of course everybody does it. Although some people get into golf, you know, in different ways. Some people literally handed a club and, you know, out with their buddies, there's the first tee and away you go, and they somehow, after lots of trial and error, make it work until at some point they find their way to the lesson tee. But obviously you should and you'd want to really start with the fundamentals and learn some basic skills. So that's what we're going to go through today. We're going to bring in my friend Orlando. So Orlando here.
Hello.
Thanks for taking part, Orlando.
Welcome.
Well, Orlando is Portuguese. We're at Monterey where I do some coaching. And we're going to give it a good go. Now, Orlando, you've never played golf before, is that right?
No. My first time.
This isn't one of those videos where he's actually at 2 handicap, and after half an hour with me, he's amazing. He literally have never played. So we're going to see some basic learning of movement patterns. We'll see the ball going along the floor. You're probably going to miss the ball a bit if you raise that.
Probably for sure.
But if it goes well, we'll also see some really nice shots that go up in the air, and they will feel amazing. If you enjoy the video, then of course please subscribe, and if you hit the notify bell, then you'll get more videos like this. Now, before we get going, Orlando, I need to warn you, golf is very addictive. Okay, and when you get that feeling of the first ball in the air, you're going to love it. Have you got time to put into this?
I will get it. I will get it time for sure.
Otherwise, you'll find time. Yeah. Okay, should we get going?
Yep. Sure.
Brilliant. Right, okay, so we're going to, the plan for the day is we're going to show you the grip, going to show you how to stand, and then we're going to get going with understanding the basic movement. And the goal today really is just to hit a couple of nice balls up in the air. Doesn't matter where they go. That would be a good start. Now the grip's really important. I mean, the way you hold it affects how your wrists move. It affects how you control the club face. So it's important that we spend just a couple of minutes getting that right to begin with. So this is how we stick the hands on. The left hand goes in at the top, and I'll just demonstrate first, and then I'll help you with it. And the club runs from the middle joint of this finger here, and it runs up to this crease. You can probably see there, just above my little finger. That curls under. Now the key thing here, Orlando, this bit's important. The middle of my wrist, there's a dent. There's a little dent there. I don't know if you can see that. That dent is called the snuff box. That needs to be right over the middle of the handle, even slightly to the right. A lot of golfers would stand with the handle this way, and it's a swing wrecker. So the hand comes over like so. Okay.
All right,
should we have a go at that? Perhaps I'll do that with you to start with. So hand comes to the side. So there's the middle joint, and there's our crease. Okay, fingers curl under, wrist on top. Amazing. That's it. That's really good. And then we can just close the fingers. Perfect. And I'm looking at the dent in your wrist there, right over the middle of the club. Okay, just going to twist that. Okay, keep hold of that. Now the right hand's much easier actually. So the right hand, if I can show you, Orlando, comes in and we hold it more in our fingertips. So it's quite intuitive to kind of grab the club with our fist, but that doesn't actually give us the fine control we need. So it's fingertips go around the handle, we lower the wrist down, and then close the thumb over like so. Do you want to show me that? Yeah, really nice. That's it. And then this thumb sits in that groove. Yeah, amazing.
All right.
Really good. And that thumb over. Okay. Now, before we go on, we would then need to check we've got a good grip, and we would then need to check that the club face is straight. And straight from the golfer's perspective is this front edge. Do you want to come around this way, Louise, and just have a look at that? So the front edge of the club, when it's straight, would be vertical. So if we twist that round, is that dead straight up?
Yeah, very straight.
Brilliant. Okay, fantastic. So let's see if you can start again, and we'll do the whole process.
All right.
on your own. Okay, so if you take your hands off entirely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
So try to keep my
Yeah. So the wrist there needs to go on top.
All right.
Yeah, really good. That's nice. Yeah. Just tap this finger underneath. Fantastic. Now here comes our check. If you lift the club up in the air, I would actually always put my hands on, Orlando, with the club in front of me.
All
then
right.
I can see the face, I can see my hands better.
Okay.
So I would do that initially.
Okay.
But I think we've got there though. I think we've got there. Great, and the face is straight. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, we're good
I'm
to
good.
go. And before we sort of move on from grip, I mean, throughout the session, you're probably going to be moving around, and if you don't mind, I'll just keep
All right,
correcting you.
okay.
It doesn't need to be perfect on day one, but as best we can. I suppose the last thing to say, thanks, Orlando, is the grip. I mean, inevitably you're going to be kind of a little bit tight to begin with, but ultimately we need to be fairly loose in the grip so that we can be quite free and relaxed in the way that we swing the club. So on a scale of 1 to 10 of pressure, if 10 is really tight, we need to be about 4.
All right.
So quite
okay.
light. So there's some movement in the club.
Okay. Very gentle.
Yeah.
Very gentle.
Don't-
Okay.
Don't let go.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That has happened in the past. Okay, let's move on. Let's think about how we stand to the ball. So if you don't mind coming around this way, let's think about posture. So when we stand to the ball in golf, we need to get the right distance from the ball, but mostly we need to get the right posture. So posture being our body angles. There's a lot of twisting and rotation in the swing, and if we stand in a way which is kind of slouched with a curved spine,
Yeah.
it's very difficult to move well and in balance. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get your grip on. So we're starting to form a routine now. We'll get your grip on, check the club face, and then just check before you go into your golf stance that you are standing quite tall. You know, if we start kind of already curved, we don't have much chance. So we'll stand quite tall, hold the club out in front of you, and the key move here, Orlando, is that to get over to the ball, we push your bottom backwards. So we're actually hinging from the hips. If the hips don't go backwards, then it's all a bit curved.
All right.
So we push our bottom backwards, let the club fall, and then just flex the knees. And in terms of your distance, when you've done that and your arms are just hanging underneath your chin, and you feel nicely balanced between the front and the back of your feet, you're in a good place. So should we do that together? Do you want to come in?
Actually, this is very good for me because I really have a bad posture.
Really?
Yes, so it will be very nice. This will help me my life day in day
Possibly,
posture.
yeah, as you become more aware.
Okay.
Okay, so grip first.
All right.
Yeah, wrist on top. Shall I just let me just get that right. See how the wrist is to the left of the handle there,
All right.
and that happens. That's kind of how it feels better. But that's where we want it. Well done. Very good. And we've got the writing is always on the top, and that helps.
All right,
Also
okay.
with the club face.
Perfect.
So that's a really good left hand. Right hand, fingertips. Great. Yeah, well done. So, okay, let's think about your posture then.
Okay.
Yeah, let's come around this side. Just start with your arms a little bit lower there, Orlando. So here's the key move. Can you push your pelvis backwards? That's enough. Yeah, great. And just let the arms drop. And bend the knees a little bit. Really good. That is a great start.
Really good.
Feel
I
okay?
like. I like.
Let's do it again. Let's do it a few times and just kind of build a routine.
So grab. Trying to
Yeah. And when we start, let's start with the hands a little bit
align it.
lower.
All right. Okay.
And what I'm doing here is I'm trying to get some angle in your wrist.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's nice. Okay. So from here, straight back, you're going to tilt over, let the arms fall. Good. Okay, pretty good start. One more time. This time, Orlando, let's see if you can push back more with your yeah, absolutely. That's better. That's
All right.
better.
So. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know if I'm doing this.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's really good. Now let me give you a routine to do, a practice to do when you're not at the golf course.
Yes.
I mean, it's important today. That is good enough. Going forwards though, let me just sort of step in front of you. Going forwards, here's quite a nice way to feel the hinging of the hips. Is if you put a club behind you, so it touches you on your belt and on the back of your head. Excellent. Yep, well done. Now you'll see that I'm able to tilt forwards, but keep the club all the way along my back, because I've just pushed my pelvis backwards. There's no curving over.
Yeah.
Let's have a go at that. Amazing. Already very different. Yeah. And again, but without bending the knees to start with, just tilting. Yeah, that's different. Okay, and then just relax the knees. Now that is perfect. Louise, do you want to just come around this side so we can see? That's quite different. Just a little bit of knee bend. Okay, does that feel different to the way you were?
Much different.
So we've done grip, we've got posture, hopefully not in a way that isn't too kind of awkward, and we want the student to be relatively comfortable. We sort of, it's that balance between being comfortable and being correct when we're starting. And now we're going to go on and and actually learn the swing. Okay, Orlando, you ready to learn the swing?
Sure.
This is the fun part. So when it comes to learning the swing, golf can be a really technical game, but that is not the way we want to start. People learn best, certainly initially, just by watching and by copying, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to make some swings, and you're going to copy me, and then I'll make some more swings, and you're going to copy me, and then as the session goes on, I'll kind of guide you a little bit more.
Okay.
What we don't want is for you to leave the session with a whole load of things to think about and position. That's not how we're going to learn. Okay, so I'm going to make a few practice swings. So just watch for nothing in particular. You're looking for the big picture to begin with, the main kind of motion. So I've got my routine and my grip and my swing. I'll do that slowly. And then at speed. Okay, come and have a go. So I wasn't hitting anything, or I had the club in the air, just making the movement to begin with.
All right, I will try. It looks so easy to watch you to do this. Okay.
Well,
so
it's not my first day.
Yeah.
That's it, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
You just do your best to copy that movement. But
I'm
keep it flowing all the way through to the finish. That's it, well done. That's good, Orlando. And each one's getting better and better. So I'm just going to leave you for a minute just to explore and play around, and just be mindful of your balance at the end, and try and be as balanced as possible.
All right. So I'm matching a ball here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, great. So we can see here. See here how Orlando, from a start where he sort of didn't quite know where his body was, he's really starting to find the flow of the motion. And of course, there's all kinds of technical things that aren't perfect, but to try and correct those right now would be just awful. So we're just going to let him go with it, and then maybe give him a couple of things before the end of the session to focus on. But important that it's not too many. We don't want to spoil the fun or the learning process at this stage. I love it. Really good. Thanks, Orlando. Brilliant start. Come and have a rest.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna have another swing, and what I really loved about your motion there was the fluidity, so the kind of swoosh and the speed of the club, and the way that you turn through to a good balanced position. As I have a few swings now, I want you to watch the kind of shape of my arms and club as I take it back. What do you see there, Orlando?
Well, I'm seeing that you're trying the shoulders. When we try to keep your arm here, probably.
Come on in.
I'm
Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do that together. Just watch my shape again. That's right. So
Okay,
be your
all right.
backswing. Super. Okay, I'm just going to come in and guide you a little bit now. So as we go back, more like that. Okay. Brilliant. So we can see the arms are quite outstretched. Good. Should we try that again? Let's try that again. Yeah, really good. A bit more stretched out. That's a good backswing. Okay, have a go. Have a few more swings.
I think the breathing here is also important. Yeah.
Don't forget to breathe.
trying,
That is important. Brilliant. That's it. That is coming on. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Now there's a lot going on here in Orlando's mind, I'm sure, and you know his brain and body are tasked with learning this completely new, what is a complicated movement. So I'm just going to give him some time and some space to kind of go with it for now. And notably, we're not hitting a ball yet. That's really important. How can we learn a fluid, orthodox movement when there's a ball there straight away? So we're just letting him explore the feeling of movement and balance, and just get the general motion to begin with.
Actually, I'm trying to remember what Mr. Noel told, but also I'm trying to figure out where my body feels to be so natural. I'm trying to clean my mind. What you said, and trying to figure out, like, let my body goes.
That looks really good. And again, each swing is looking better and better. So what I would be just getting in the way now to step in and move on too quickly. So I can see him exploring different fields and working out his feet there. Yeah, and that is so much more balanced and golf-like than he was 5 minutes ago. And we haven't really done anything yet. Just let him understand the basic shape. Amazing. Yeah, 2 or 3 more, Orlando. That's okay. Really coming on. Fantastic. Okay, let me just jump in there. Come step around this side. Sorry, come step around here. How's that feeling?
I'm feeling good, really. This start to make part of my body.
Yeah, amazing. So to begin with, quite alien and weird. And okay, so next step then. So we're building this fluid swing, but of course at some point we've got to hit a ball. So next step, we've got to aim at something. So before we get to the ball, I'm going to put some tees in the ground. I'm just going to ask that you hit the tee. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera there, but we've got three tees in a row. I'm just going to ask then, Orlando, that you go through your setup.
All right.
And you stand to the tee, and you're going to make your swing, and you're going to just make contact and hit the tee out of the ground.
Okay.
Orlando's now the stakes are a little bit higher all of a sudden, but really good movement.
Miss.
That's okay. We're bound to miss a few. The swing was good though. Really like the motion. Okay.
Sorry, land. Sorry, grass.
Well, it's absolutely fine. You'll see all this sand and divots here. That is exactly what we do when the ball's on the ground. So, not a problem.
Oh,
Nailed it. Okay, well done. Shuffle in. Let's do that again. Well done. Fantastic. Did you hear that? Did you hear the contact?
Yeah.
So where on the tee do you think you hit?
On the top here?
Just caught the top, yeah.
All
Good.
right.
So let's get it a little bit lower next time.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, that was 3 in a row. 3 good contacts in a row. You know what that means? It means you're ready. It's time to hit a ball. Please, if you're enjoying the video, please click subscribe, and you'll get more videos like this with real players and real sessions. Okay, so we've got to that point, Orlando. We're gonna hit a ball. Now, we said, you know, today was about getting the grip and the posture and learning the basic movement, but wouldn't it be lovely if we hit just 1 or 2 balls that went up in the air and just felt and sounded nice? So let's just agree on what it is to get what it takes to get the ball in the air. So the club you have, if you just lift up your club, you'll see that it's you see it's got an angle to the front of it. So we call that angle the loft. So if a ball hits it gets hit in the face and the club is angled back like so, where's the ball going to take off?
If we do it like this,
yeah. So if I make contact here, it's going to go up, isn't it?
Should go
absolutely.
Up.
So it's that angle on the face, loft, that makes it go in the air. So the point there is to hit a ball in the air. All we need to do is have enough speed, which you have easily, and make a good contact in the face. So that means hitting the tee, and you've already done that. I mean, if you hit the tee with the club, the ball is on the tee, and you'll get a really nice connection, and it will go in the air. So the important thing there is that we don't try and hit the ball in the air at all. We just make that wonderful movement that you've been learning, hit the tee, and the ball will be gone. Okay.
All right.
So same as before, we're just going to hit the tee. I've put the ball on the tee, give it a swing, and let's see what happens.
All right.
You want to practice swing first?
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit the ball. It's my first time. I'm looking. Not trying.
Okay, Orlando, before we start,
sorry.
I think this is far too important all of a sudden. So here we have, we've been learning the swing and having, being fairly carefree, and now
I'm feeling a little pressure.
Yeah. So it's not about this ball. We've got a whole batch of balls. I'm going to stand back and just watch you hit 10 balls and just have some fun with it. So we'll tee a few up. No one ball is important. We're just going with it. So we'll do 2 at a time. And I'm literally just going to stand back for 10 balls and just observe. That's unbelievable. First ball. Did you see that? Did you see where that went?
Yeah.
That's gone about 100 yards up in the air. Amazing. Okay,
I'm
next
very
ball.
happy.
Next ball. Luis, can we come around? We might want to see where these balls go.
Okay.
Amazing. Wow. What a feeling.
I'm going to my left side.
Yeah, and in the air. We'll correct that another day. Just hit it.
This was
along the floor.
So I need to correct the angle.
So why do you think that that went along the floor?
So it means that I hit probably a little bit sooner with my arm like this.
Ah, okay. So what, leaning forwards?
Yes.
I mean that would make the ball go low, but not along the ground. So to go along the ground, we've just not hit it in the face. So you've caught it on the bottom of the club.
All right.
You'll see how the tee's still in the ground, and if you hit the tee in any kind of meaningful way, we'd have probably broken the tee. So it's just a little bit high. That's all.
All right.
And that's a big challenge learning the game, and everybody. So we call that topping the ball, and everybody tops it a lot when we're learning for the next months, years, or month or year. So when you hit the top on the next one, perhaps let's just hit the tee here, and then you'll get the feeling of where the height of your swing should be, and then we'll try and hit the tee with the ball on it.
All right. So now I hit the ball.
So now our challenge is to feel the swing. The
All right.
swing arc gets a little bit lower.
All right.
So we're going to hit the tee,
Yes.
and then when we've got the tee and we've broken the tee,
Okay.
we'll then step into that one.
Okay.
So this one first, Orlando.
All right. Okay.
Good. Definitely got the tee, and hitting a little bit of ground there is absolutely fine.
Okay.
Wow, really nice. Did you see it?
No, I lost the ball.
Again, beautifully high up in the air,
All right.
100 yards. What's happened to the tee?
The tee jump. So
It's gone.
I hit
So
the
you
tee.
got the club. You got the club lower.
All
Okay,
right,
let's do
okay.
some more. That was good. Really good. Well done, Orlando.
But I didn't hit the tee.
No. So what does that mean about the contact?
Yeah, I should have done a little bit.
Just
Lower.
just a touch lower. Good though, and in the air. So we said our goal was to learn a bit about the swing and hit the ball in the air, and nearly every ball has done that with good power as well.
But that's I'm trying to give strength to the ball, trying to hit with strength. But I feel that I should try to do probably not so strong,
Yeah.
but with more natural.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit with strong.
Well, it doesn't look too
Okay.
hard. I mean, we do need to hit the ball a long way. So, but it needs to be fairly fluid and smooth and balanced. That's the main thing. Okay, let's just do one more exchange where I'm going to hit and you'll see my swing, and then we'll have one more
Okay.
go for you. Okay, so as I swing, I'm just going to draw your attention, Orlando, back to our arm structure.
All right.
Okay, so as I take it back, one of the biggest principles when we're learning is getting the arm and wrists correct. So we kind of simplify that and we talk about the L shape. So you can see that my arm and my wrist form a letter L. Yeah, so that's not an L. That's not an L. That's our 90-degree angle, and you'll see that in every advanced player. Also notice how high my arms come. They don't, they're not over my head. Okay, show you that again. Tee's still in the ground.
Yes.
That's not good. So that means I hit the ball too low in the face.
All right.
I'll do better next time. Okay, back to my swing. L shape. L shape. Okay, come and show me an L shape. Just make a backswing and stop, please, Orlando. Yeah, nice. Really good. There we go. Tuck that finger underneath. It doesn't need to be there. Yeah, absolutely perfect. And that's as far back as it needs to go.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it. One more ball. Okay.
I didn't feel that I had. I'm just worried to kick the ball.
Yeah.
I feel that to be a continuation of my body. It's what I'm feeling now. This moment, the feeling.
I think, but my personal opinion is, so we've changed the backswing. It looks incredible, but now we're starting to think a little bit too much.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's, and there's only one ball. We don't need to react to one ball. We'll just have another go. So we're starting to tilt into just overthinking. So
Okay.
let's just have another practice swing or two. Try and just another practice So you're trying to get the swing right, but at the same time, not trying too hard, just going with it to some degree. Yeah, lovely, really nice. That was incredible.
I love it. It's a good one.
That is, I don't know, for the viewers, hopefully you will see that with the shot tracer, but that's gone about 120 yards and it sounded good. Did it? How did it feel?
Very good, very good.
Any vibration in the club?
A little bit, but I felt my body felt the puff.
Yeah, the energy.
But I wanted to hit the pit and I couldn't.
Oh, so you're saying you're saying you didn't quite get low enough to hit the tee?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So so you probably hit the ball just a little bit low in the face. So if we're trying to hit the ball, here, then maybe you caught it a bit low, which on day one, that's a very small error.
No, thank
the
you.
main thing is it's gone 120 yards, really high. I'm impressed. Well done. So let's finish there. That was just a brilliant start. So you need to now practice a bit. So the usual kind of process would be for probably when you start to have a weekly session for maybe 4 or 5 weeks.
Looking forward.
Practicing in between, and then you'd maybe spread your sessions out a bit and do your own thing. And in our weekly sessions, we're going to be doing more full swings. We need to learn chipping and putting and get you out on the course as quickly as possible. Thanks, Orlando. Amazing.
Thank you. It was my pleasure.
Perfect.
I love it. I love it. Wish for the next lesson.
Okay, so there we go. So we've gone from, and hopefully you'll see it. No, we couldn't have set that up. We've gone from a beginner whose movements are a little bit random to start with, and then with very minimal input from me, he started to kind of get the main kind of gist of the swing and some real structure in his arms. Immediately Orlando was moving his body well, and I didn't teach him that. He just sort of knew from sort of watching me how he needs to move through it, and that was incredible really to go. He had we didn't edit out any of the misses. He had a top and a fat shot, but normally there's a lot more errors, and the ball goes along the floor, we miss the ball, and that's absolutely fine as well. And I think the key principles there are to kind of guide the learner through the process without overthinking it, and be absolutely open to missing the ball and making all the errors, and just kind of go with it, keeping it fun and light-hearted to start with.